Soviets and Soviets of the Red Army, how y'all doing? This is Connor,
And I'm Rangru. Hello, hello, hello.
and we're coming to you today with this week's coverage of Steel Division 2, going over here on Orsha North, and I cannot say enough how excited I am to see this guy over here on the right-hand side. Rang, who we seeing fighting?
Well, on the right-hand side in red, we have Theoman 222 playing as the 9th Cossacks Division. And on the left-hand side in the blue, we have Bumblebee as 20th Panzer. And he has a Vanguard income, while Theoman is going for Maverick income.
Indeed. Now, Rang, I think we haven't really seen the 9th get played in a game yet, have we?
No, we have not.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about them as we take a look at these Australian and, well, New Zealand and Japanese flags together.
Yeah, so we got 9th Cossacks, very interesting division. Yeah, Russian Infantry Division with Cossack Infantry, which are pretty good. Large squads, good firepower. They got Sherman tanks, which are great, have stabilizers, good medium tanks. And that's really the two, and some Spetsnaz troops, Spetsnaz, like small ranger squads, not as good, unfortunately. That's really the big things, the Cossack troops and the Shermans being good. The one major downside with this division, however, is they really do have a hard time against any heavy armor, as they lack good ground anti-tank and heck even air anti-tank. So against tank spam, heavy tank spam, they can have a bit of an issue. Fortunately for him, he's only fighting 20th Panzer, so the worst thing is one single IS-2 that he has to deal with. Everything else is Panzer 3s and 4s, and that's a pretty fair fight for those Sherman tanks.
Indeed, and so just to double check, the Sherman tanks, not the MCHAs that we're seeing here. Those are they are.
Yeah, the MCHA is the Russian name for the Sherman. I don't know why it's called the MCHA. If anyone wants to tell us in the comments, I would gladly appreciate why they called it MCHA.
Because honestly, I was looking at it, it seemed almost like a silhouette, almost like maybe it's a slightly bulkier Stuart, and I realize how ridiculous that sounds, but never mind.
Yeah, it's a pretty unrepresentative silhouette, I'm not gonna lie.
That radio mask going there, but alright.
Oh, yeah.
So the Kazakh infantry that you were talking about, the Cossacks, what makes them so beefy? How about that?
There's some good weaponry. There's one Cossack squad that's 15 points and has a lot of SVT rifles, so and semi-automatic rifles are pretty bloody good so far. You got PPS-8 squads, and you got like a larger infantry squad, which has some PPS-8s, Mosin machine gun, as well as a PTRD. So they're pretty good, they're pretty cost efficient, and you get a decent amount of them. And off we go, and already I really like Bumblebee getting this resp right off the start.
Yes.
And seems like he's going to be dropping some smoke or either HE on that road. I'm guessing it's going to be HE.
Yeah, I was going to say it's got to be the H. Yeah, it's the he. He's got a whole little system of laughs going on here. In fact, it's going to land perfectly. Oh my gosh, this is going to be beautiful. It's going to suck entirely.
If he manages to get some unloads on this, that would be a great hit.
Just a bit outside.
Yeah. It's a little bit risky doing shots like that because it's so bloody inaccurate at that range right off the bat. Yeah, it's not really doing much damage, honestly, and Theoman's infantry is going to make it through pretty much unmolested.
No, I'm surprised to see Airsoft Trooping over here getting bumped up in the first place. I mean, I can kind of get that, but, oh, okay, never mind. We got Pioneers with SVTs coming in behind.
Yeah, the Opel Blitzes are just blitzing their way through, while soft tracks are just, a wee bit slow.
Yeah, but you know what? Actually, it's a pretty big investment motor pool-wise in half-tracks early on.
Yeah. Got all those Pioneer dudes in half tracks.
And you know what? I feel like this is the standard opening now, is the Odembachiki, kind of just flamethrower spam early on. I feel like so many Russian players are doing this.
Yeah, it's a pretty good two-man squad. I have been nerfed quite a bit ever since infantry change has been more vulnerable and flamethrowers not being as good, but it's still pretty decent CQC, as, flamethrower is still a flamethrower on the end of the day. You wouldn't want to be hit by a flamethrower, I think.
Oh, not if he's throwing it. Of course not.
Oh, yeah.
We are going to see this P3 to the north. There's one last APCR show, and he's bouncing like crazy. All right, well, the Shermans proved their durability yet again. Down to the south, we are seeing the Germans are getting wrecked. Those poor half-tracks could not get up into the fray. And we have that Recon T-34-76.
Yeah. And once that Sherman moves up to the front line down south, he could definitely help with the fire support. Nothing really too scary here from the Germans. I mean, that half track could potentially kill the T-34, just due to how penetration works, but I doubt it. I doubt it.
Oh, don't tease me.
Oh, you never know. He goes round. Oh no, he's shooting the PPS-8 squad. Yeah, the T-34's gonna come in. He's probably gonna get first shot, I think. I just have a feeling.
He might, but there's also a Panzer Strike
Oh,
squad. Oh, this is beautiful.
Close.
Here we go. It's up. Gun jammed. Oh, no. One more shot. And there we go. All right. Checking back up to the north, I do see we do have ourselves some surrenders, and I cannot tell you. Looks like it was some Germans there, so that's not so bueno. And the P3 has gone down. We're getting a couple P4s coming on in, trying desperately to stem the tide, but there is a P-Shrek squad who's taken out one Sherman already.
Yeah, but it's had a very good push early on from Fieldman. Getting quite a bit of ground up here up north. And if he can capture this hill, that's a very good defensive spot to try to hold on to.
Here's the IS-2 getting called in super early. And what do you think about this call?
Where is he bringing it?
Northern Road.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good call, honestly. Because it's the one thing that the Cossacks have a real hard time killing, as it is a heavy tank. And he really does need as much fire support as he... or anti-tank support, I guess, up north, to try to stem this push. As really, it's Sherman and T-34 are the scary opponents.
I guess here's the question that I have. Ironically, the Cossacks don't really have a ton of, how do I put this, vehicles, despite being Cossacks, which is...
There's no cavalry charges, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's true. You see troops being like, okay, mounted on horseback.
Saber in hand.
But we were talking last time about the build for, I forget what it was, 25th? No. The
IS-2...
The 97 T-34.
Oh, that's second.
Thank you. Do we see similar numbers of tanks like that from the 9th year or no?
No, it's really quite limited. It's the same with the real problem is they only can get their tanks in either A or B phase, so C phase cards. So there's no real really cost efficient. You can get a lot of Shermans if you want, like a good 20 or so, if you really build it heavy, and that's usually enough. But in really long games, Cossacks do have a real hard time, as they just end up running out of stuff, as they just don't have these cards to really last that well in long games. To be fair, 20th Panzer also does have that issue. It's still a pretty fair matchup, as these are both A phase, B phase power divisions.
I just want to make a quick call out. Down south, there's a very good push from the Soviets that has now been completely reversed. We see this kind of, how do I put this delicately? Well, a nice combined arms approach coming on through.
Yep, the half tracks is definitely done their due.
Yep, and he's gonna find the infantry with his face.
Oh yeah, and runs right into an anti-tank grenade. Not ideal.
No, that's kind of trying to disarm somebody by letting him pistol whip you to death. But it is 12:12 right about now, and I don't know. Are you reading this right now? I feel like the Germans are setting themselves up for another push to the north.
I have a feeling, yeah, they got all the they got all the two-man flamethrower squads being biked on into the fight. But yeah, he's got all the tanks now. He just needs the infantry, and that's where these flamethrower squads come in.
True. Now, the thing he has to be concerned about is, like you said, those PTRD squads are absolutely deadly. What's more than that, we still have those roving Osna squads that we have down in the south. Actually, there's one up in the north as well, right along that northern arterial. That M1 bazooka is still no joke, despite this being on the eastern front and no longer on the west.
Yeah, it also sounds as a really interesting infantry choice, because it essentially looks like a recon unit. It's a 4-man squad with an M1 bazooka. Kind of reminds you of Ranger Marauders. But you can get them in the infantry tableau, which is rather interesting. They're not a great infantry unit when it comes to fighting other infantry, but as like a Panzer Strike style squad, bazooka squad, they're really good. It just seems a bit weird that they're in the infantry tab, in a more general C-44 sense.
I confess, I am just imagining these Flammenwerfer squads, by the way, riding in on their motorbikes. Just one guy
The guy in the I was just thinking like the guy in the cockpit seat of the sidecar
Oh,
of the
yes.
motorbike with a flamethrower, and they just charge right through, just flaming everything as they do a drive-by. I think that's how they did it in the second World War.
Yeah, exactly. Where do you think Mad Max got it from?
I know, that was the whole inspiration.
Boyd Stalin is going to make a nice little, hey, look, here's my jaw, as he's going into this T-34, and he might barely get that first shot. He does. There we go. He'll last it for another day.
Yeah, that IS-2, even at its close range, is pretty damn safe. Those Shermans and T-34s have a really hard time penetrating the armor, even at its range. They can only really stun up.
Ooh, counter thrust down south, by the way. 3 more Shermans moving on in. This is a considerable investment.
Oh god, but he's gonna run into a Panzer and... Okay, driver killed. That's not bad. And does manage to return fire.
Yeah, but that's probably the best thing he could have hoped for.
Mm-hmm. That is the best thing. And then we got more Shermans being brought in. This is quite a lot of Sherman so far in A phase. I don't think he's gonna have many B phase cards of these tanks. He's really investing, from what it seems, quite a lot in A phase of these tanks.
Werframen, by the way, launching on those Enchas. Question is... Oh, he's dropping the barrage short. That's unfortunate.
Oh, there we go. Last one. Got a kill.
Yeah, but it was a driver killed one already, so...
Oh, yeah.
I know from the German side right now they should not be complaining about whatever they can get, but that could have been absolutely stunning. Here might be another one.
Oh,
wow.
There you go. That Werframen is deadly. You do not mess with the Werframen.
You know, I am surprised that we are not seeing any air power from either side.
Yeah. Neither side really using any airplanes. Neither side is really anything like super duper fancy in terms of airplanes, to be entirely honest.
Well, actually, that's just what I was going to ask you about right now. I haven't played a whole lot of time with the 9th just yet. Is it just your standard kind of yak?
Yeah, you got like some. I think you got some lags, like lag freeze, and then you got some
that's only the connection is bad.
7s. Yeah, they just lag switch their rate of victory. They got anti-tank rocket planes, but from what I've tested, they're pretty bad and not very reliable at knocking out heavy tanks, which is what you kind of need the anti-tank rocket planes to do. But yeah, you just got some fighters, some bombers, nothing really too fancy.
I do see that right now. It's kind of funny. This is kind of Bumblebee giving the middle finger over here to the Russians.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're bringing in Shermans? I'm actually using Russian equipment.
Will it capture T-34s?
Yes. Well, because the P4 up front gets taken out by a Kazakh, PTRD round.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's
not what you want to see. That's for darn sure.
That's not what you want to happen to your Panzer IVs.
At long last, okay, ME-109, gun run, going after these tanks, and he barely tickled them.
Barely anything. Jeez, that is a bit pathetic. But the AT gun here, the PAK-43 is in position, and that's definitely going to be able to knock out absolutely anything that Thielman can bring out in terms of armor. And down south, we're already seeing a bunch of Kazaki being brought in. Bunch of Cossacks, and they're going to be going into that southern forest to try and clear it out. Second Werframen onto the southern forest, and it kills Shermans. Damn.
Danger close. Wow, that was surprising.
And this is like a real like tickle contest between T-34 and Sherman. Oh, it's Sherman actually killed it. I was not expecting that, but here we go.
Alright, actually I want to check back up. Do we still have the IS-2? Is he still among the living? Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Boyd Stalin is still there.
And as you see, it managed to pave a re-destruction up north in the Germans, where Bumblebee has managed to capture the hill, and now he's going to run into an AT gun up north. Oh, that is...
Yeah, that was a gift wrap right there.
Yeah.
Tracks broken,
what the hell?
incendiary. Well, just because he's on fire. Wow.
Oh, wow. That is... He did not deserve to survive that. That is a lucky Panzer IV. He is kind of stuck in the mud at the moment, so he's not going to be going anywhere soon.
Now, let's see. You're getting more packs to the south. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Another Russian thrust here, trying to recover some kind of ground along the center line.
Yep.
And you know what? I think he's got the bodies to do it.
Yeah, I have a feeling so too. It's just whether he can deal with all these T-34s. Because at range, yeah, one Sherman is a little bit outgunned. Because mostly between T-34s and Shermans is a tickle fight, as they both have a hard time really penetrating each other. And the Cossacks don't really have much in terms of heavy AT. They can get some Zis 2s and some Zis 3s, but only one card's worth, so it's not an awful lot.
Well, right now, let's note that Bumblebee's whole vanguard here wasn't anywhere near as effective as it needed to have been. Theoman now does get that hefty economy difference.
Yeah, and Theoman was definitely pulling more of the punches during that A phase, so this is really good momentum from him so far. And he's starting to push the middle on. I think he's gonna get both these middle flags. With just some infantry being brought up, yeah, barely any fighting, yeah, and that's perfect.
Well, not content to be pushing on one side of the map, he is throwing 5 more squads into the northern town.
Oh boy, yeah, he's just buying entire platoons worth at a time.
I will say I'm not fond of that idea, because at this point it means that your line is technically weak no matter where you have it. I'd rather just gain strength in one's position and kind of sweep to one side. I know we talked about in SD1 about the tactic of just holding the edge of the map. Is that as viable here, or is the idea of the capture points diminishing the overall importance of edge camping?
I'd say, you mean edge camping as in just like holding like a 51% and holding?
More of the idea of, okay, I'm going to hold the absolute top of the map and the absolute bottom of the map.
Oh, the flanks.
Yes, and the devil bugger behind most of that.
Yeah, I'd definitely say ST2 definitely rewards more like not just penetrating one area hard, but trying to capture all the areas. Because let's say you just push heavy down south, you can get like 1, 2, 3, maybe like 4 flags. But if you look at like the middle, there's like a bunch of flags there as well, and once you push past a certain point towards the enemy spawn, there's no point really pushing that far as there's no flags. So you might as well try to go back and capture some points in the middle up north.
I have to tell you real quick, I'm sorry to cut you off. There's a Pack 43 center north, right about the 3 flags in that town.
Yeah.
Now look to the east of that, and you see all those little pyres on the road?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was him.
Oh, yeah, that's
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He just completely knocked out that entire post.
I was just watching insignia after insignia vanish on the north side of my screen, and I was like, what the devil is happening there?
Damn, that is a good Pack 43 position. It's perfect AT gun position in terms of ambush and everything. Pack 43, you can't miss.
No.
Yeah.
No, I mean, we are noticing that almost to a man, we are seeing, I was going to say, a hefty amount of veterancy over on the Kazakh side. But it seems maybe as we're going into B, maybe he's invested less into that? I don't know.
Yeah, I think it definitely seems like he's got more of the unvetted cards. It seems trying to get the infantry spam out more than anything. And up north at ISU, definitely been hurt a little bit. He's still moving, just very slowly. And I don't think his Shermans are going to have a good time, honestly. They're probably able to stress out the Stalin, but getting an easy kill, I doubt it.
Well, the converse, unfortunately, is not true. We are going to see the IS-2 take out 1 crew already.
Like, the best thing you can do against an IS-2 is, for Theoman at least, is just to stress the shit out of it and then try to surrender it. I mean, that is going for the rocket run, but Bumblebee also does the same. And pretty anticlimactic.
I was desperately waiting for another shot to come out of the forest and kill. Actually, I even had my camera set all up for that, and just rockets exploded instead.
Yeah.
Oh, a bit of a letdown. Oh well. Ooh, yeah. The Ju-87. This should turn the tide rather well.
Oh, yeah. That's a be able to knock at least 1 or 2 Shamans out.
Okay.
He goes in.
Try resetting that camera yet again.
No, did he lose? No way he lost line of sight.
No, not a chance. Float carburetor failure? That's a new one.
I have no idea what a float carburetor is, but
any mechanics in the audience? that this is your time.
Yeah, please tell us what a float carburetor is.
I'm lucky I know where the oil is in my car.
Yeah. All
Well,
the tires.
He's coming back again.
And...
Sort of.
And he's blind as a bat.
Apparently. Well, we do have flamethrowers up front, so the flamethrowers can do just fine, I think, here.
Mm-hmm.
I expected a little bit more freaking out than that, but okay.
Nope. I'm on JR87.
I think he's just stuck in the death loop. He's got it. Yeah, there we go. He's reorienting himself.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm spending way too much time watching this.
Yeah, I know. This is climax right here.
Screw the Battle of Winterfell. This is where I'm all about.
Bro, the real... Oh, his name's Just. Real just hit a goddamn Sherman.
Smoke coming out of his back quarters. We'll see.
Oh,
He's lining up. No!
Why did you do this to us, Theo, man? We've been rating minutes. It seemed like minutes for JU87 to do something important, but no. No, you had to do something responsible and shoot it down. God damn it.
Well, I do want to make another quick call out. That northern push, because of that Pack 43 just wrecking any kind of infantry on that road, and it looks like more infantry's gone in and more infantry has died. I have to remember this name. Valdix.
Oh god. Yeah, it is. He really needs to get some artillery to drop in that Pack 43, because that's a sad seeing a whole convoy of Russian troops just kind of obliterated.
Well,
they just see a smoke pile.
Just piece after piece after piece being thrown in. What I was going to say is that because of that, the Germans have been able to take back most of that town.
Mm-hmm. And one Sherman behind enemy lines, or yeah, pretty much behind enemy lines, probably not going to have a good time. Though against Yersad's troop, and he will have a good time.
That is probably true.
Mm-hmm. Down south seems pretty hectic.
Yeah, well, his Panzer Strike squad, I actually was expecting him to be, hand-to-hand fighting.
Yep.
I expected the Soviet Sherman to get,
Ooh, yeah. Thought the Orsha North to get the bazooka shot off in time, but no. But the Sherman's coming around the corner, and he's probably going to pop that T-34, I guess.
Or the T-34s across the way are going to shoot him. Line of sight is absolutely beautiful here.
Oh, yeah.
Again. No, here comes a wicked surrender. Or not, wow.
No. Don't mind me, I'm just falling back.
Awful, damn sporting of you.
Yeah.
Alright, well. And there's the freak out, and...
Yeah,
oof. The Germans have completely lost the south, but the north they have reduced almost down to nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm oddly thrilled by this. I really thought the north was lost for their Germans. I thought the Russians had lost the south.
Yeah, but see that boy to Stalin is a real pain in the ass to deal with. As you can see, we got Sherman getting extremely close. Like, he's going to be able to jump outside and slap that bitch, but it's not going to be enough to kill, as you can tell. See, even at that range, a Sherman... I mean, it has a pretty low velocity gun, of course, but there's not really much you can do unless you get a side shot.
Was the M3 late? I'm actually surprised by that. Was that the high velocity at that point?
It's just an M3. It's just like a 75mm gun. I think because they have APCR shells, once like the American division, like Third Armor gets added, they probably have like APCR on their Shermans or something along those lines, which would be a good AP shell. But because these are just like, I'm guessing export Shermans with only regular AP and HC, there's absolutely no way for that to kill a boy to Stalin.
Well, the boy to Stalin, I have to say, even if he hasn't gotten a ton of kills, he's interdicted that northern approach for so long.
Yeah.
Infantry's just slogging their way to the front. I just keep going wider and wider. I'm like, why the heck do we have troops so far back there?
This is a huge problem with Cossacks. The big weakness is heavy tanks. They do not like. They do not like it at all. To be fair, maybe we should be using a bit more artillery to try to stretch this one boy to Stalin out. He's using a rocket plane, but it's probably not going to do much. As you can see, that's really pathetic for a rocket plane. Like barely a scratch in that bloody thing. But maybe it's Sherman. Could get a side shot. The Stalin's moving out of its den. But the Sherman can't see it because he's on the wrong side of that bloody hill.
Yeah, I'm playing with the line of sight right about now, and I'm just like, this is ridiculous.
That is. I mean, when you zoom out, it looks like they see each other, but when you zoom in, you kind of see at the berm of the hill completely ruins it. Your eyes too know he's there, Joe. He's pointing in the right direction,
and that's one shot, one kill.
Yeah.
Well, but the boy to Stalin has 2 rounds left, and then he's got nothing but machine gun ammo.
Yeah. Oh God, he is. Wow, he's really been tanking it. Jesus Christ. The boy to Stalin, good. That's the first time we've seen the IS-2 pretty much run out of proper ammunition.
Now, we didn't look at the southern side for quite a while, and we did see that the Soviets penetrated heftily.
Oh, damn.
But a scratch defense seems to have things a little bit better in order. We do have one Panzer strike squad, which I think is just desperately considering when do I leap out and yell surprise.
Oh, yeah.
And the Vorfraumann is running away as well he should.
Get out of there, buddy. Yeah, you should be able to get out here fine, I think.
TP4s engaging that front Soviet Sherman.
And we've seen some T-34s being brought in from Fieldman. So it doesn't feel like Fieldman is just throwing everything he's got at the moment into this, southern middle push. Because it seems like, I mean, he must be starting to run low of tanks now. Because he's been throwing quite a lot of tanks into the fray. And also infantry too. He also got infantry rather needlessly in the middle. And like I said with Cossacks and heck even 20 Panzer, they do not really have the unit attrition to survive late game very well.
It certainly doesn't seem that way, does it?
No.
Now we are having the Vorfraumann throwing a couple of rounds at that road, which will retard any Soviet presence there. And I'm surprised that the power meter is not allowing these Osttruppen and the Panzerschrecks to actually gain that point back.
Oh, I guess the Osttruppen don't really generate much, front line, and the Panzerschreck's like a 2-man squad, so they automatically don't really generate much front line. I think because also they're also flank too. But yeah.
Worth noting in the meantime, we have a new column of trucks coming up, and they will be in range of the death pack in about 10 seconds.
Oh God! Why do you, I mean, one
he
time
is aligning.
I get it. 2 times, okay, you just missed 3 times in a row. You must realize there must be something here.
This is a clinic.
Oh, he unloads him at least. Okay, he doesn't load him, but he's still gonna take some Pag 43 fire. But maybe one squad.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 trucks have died there.
Jesus Christ, that is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. But the Kazakis are making their way through the open, and they're probably not going to make it into the town.
Well, I am almost enjoying this fact that right now, I think you're right. I think they're scraping the bottom of the barrel as it comes to tanks, because now we have a command Sherman on the front lines, and this isn't some sort of, I don't even know the right term for this. This is a new brand of idiocy.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. He's gonna engage the truck from Ray off, but the Panzer IV's gonna pop around the corner, and he's gonna pop out Sherman. No, he pops another Sherman, and another Sherman kills him in return.
There's still a Pac 43 coming in, and he's got line of sight.
Oh.
And here's the beginning of the next shooting gallery.
And
gun jammed.
One. The Shermans may be able to return enough fire in time, because the Sherman... Oh, no, the second one driver killed. But yeah, it's going to move the Pag 40 array for now, and the Panzerschreck is in a lovely position to finish off that Sherman.
Let's just say the anti-tank infantry, despite the fact that he is fighting an uphill battle with that suppression issue, it's been really, really spot on.
Yeah, I've been noticing those Panzerschrecks have been getting some pretty good kills so far. I haven't really noticed any Orsha troops really doing anything great, but yeah, the Panzerschrecks have been bloody on point so far. I do love seeing good Panzerschreck players. Panzerschrecks are always fun to use. I also like up north at Sherman behind enemy lines. He's in a...
he's been it forever, yeah.
He's in a tough spot. I mean, if you look at his line of sight, it's really tight, but now he's going to move out and try to flank his advancing German force. I really love it about how stuff can get stuck behind enemy lines now rather deep. Like, you didn't really see this happening all too often in ST-44.
Wait, did I just see the downsplash of artillery fire? No.
No.
It couldn't be.
Oh, what? Stand up the Sherman?
No, actually, no. We have 120mm mortars online, finally going after that Pack 43.
Oh, finally.
And armor
Finally. Yeah. Yeah, Pack 40 in the north. Getting a rather unexpected kill. I'm guessing Bumblebee didn't expect a Sherman so deep behind his lines.
Worth noting also that Death Stalin is rolling again.
Oh boy, and he's been resupplied. And this is... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, please.
This is what I mean about, like, how you don't really want to play the flanks all too heavily in this game, because he is pushing forward. But there's nothing to capture here. There's pretty much no reason to move forward unless you go all the way to the spawn. So in this game, you really want to try to push more along the entire front as you can, rather than, you know, very sure on SC-44 lot, you know, try to do a rush, get to the spawn, and, you know, you end up like trading bases sometimes.
Now, what actually I'd like to see is that, you know what, you're right. He's penetrated deep enough. Now push south. Hit that arterial, hit that force. You can see there's the flag between on the road.
Yeah.
To me, that would bring things at least back to equal. You can keep infantry to kind of spot for any approaching infantry on the Russian side that you can see here. This would be enough.
Yeah, when you penetrate heavy, when you deeply penetrate into the enemy lines in SD2, try to like just move along towards middle, somewhere else like laterally, and capture some areas. You know, because if you move down south and capture that hill, that'd be a huge point cap in that hill. That's a great high ground area.
Well, we are going to see air such trooper moving on in. They're going to take out one of these anti-tank guns and really starting to project a bit there.
Yeah.
And the Panzer Strike squad coming in inside that. Ooh. Wait, doth my eyes deceive? Do I see 2 points of Stalins?
No, it only has to be. It can only be one. It can only be one.
That was really weird, honestly. Okay, I'm having a weird graphical glitch. I'm seeing an Aufklärer and a point of Stalin to the north. Or actually directly west of that mortar position. I don't know. Very, very strange. So my eyes are deceiving me.
I don't see anything like Atcon. I think you're going cuckoo. I think you're seeing 2 IS-2s.
Well, you know, double vision, man. It's going to happen at some point. Just don't report me to the commissar. I'll take myself out. But down south, we are seeing nothing but devastation as the German position gets completely blown to pieces. Although we are seeing at least the Wurfrahmen finally getting reloaded.
Yeah. And yeah, both sides are definitely really pushed heavy on the flanks. And yeah, Veerman's still getting that nice point advantage over Bumblebee. And I think that's really due to the fact he does have these middle flags under his control a bit. And he's also seen he is actually trying to push north a bit after capping that southern position. And he's so close to getting onto that hill, like, and capping those 2 flags on the southern hill.
Yeah, but with the Gepard right there, that's not going to happen.
Oh yeah,
easily.
he needs to get a tank up, yeah. But I have a feeling that Veerman is probably out of tanks by now. So even though he's still in the lead, I think Bumblebee has, you know, a bit more tanks up his sleeve still, and you know, tanks are kind of important in SD2. So having that would definitely help out.
Well, and let's not negate the fact. Ooh, infantry's been pushed back off that central northern hill.
Yeah.
There's a big Russian push coming on in. I don't know if it's going to be enough necessarily.
Yeah.
To move across that center line, we actually have a couple of panzers being forced into there as soon as humanly possible.
Yeah, I mean, no, the Panzer Strike squad cannot. The half track can't engage because it doesn't have any HE. It's just a Panzerbeutzer. And the Pack 43 has 3 HE cells. So honestly, I think the Kazaki will be able to get into his town at least. And that's a good spot for an SMG squad. So that'd be rather beneficial for Veerman.
I want a quick call out. We are going to see the Wurfrahmen engaging southern infantry. 3 squads of Kazakhs. And yeah, the DPs are going to keep some of the Grenadiers at arm's reach, or at least for the moment. but the other ones are going to get roasted and toasted pretty quick.
That's such a cool like smoke effect and fire and arc. That's so satisfying to see the rocket artillery being dropped in.
Yes, it is. Though I dare say at long last, I think you're right. I think Theoman is scraping the bottom of the barrel in terms of troops. But
Yeah.
I think he has just enough infantry to make it dangerous.
Yeah, he does have a few T-34-76s left, but just looking at from like Bumblebee's position, he's brought out like 4 more Panzer IVs, and he still has a bunch of tanks on the field. So I'm having a feeling it's just going to come down to Bumblebee slowly taking like some flags in the middle and trying to push back from there.
Interestingly, he just used an ME-109 to take out a Studebaker supply truck.
Yeah, honestly, that's pretty good call, I'd say.
It's just uncommon. We don't often see resources spent to specifically kill vehicles like that.
Yeah. So neither side has really been using that much. Yeah, I mean, we've seen like a Gepard or two from the Germans, but the Cossacks haven't brought out any anti-air, which is really surprising because the Cossacks have some of the best anti-air we've seen in the Russian division so far.
Some would argue that's not really saying a whole lot, but...
I know. Yep, they can bring out more than, you know, Discums on the back of a truck. Or Maxims on the back of a truck, oh boy. Or some static well not Bofors, but 37mm AA guns.
Now, interestingly, it is 15-9. I blinked, it was like 13, 11. Now we're 15-9. And the Germans do not want to aggress on this southern factory area, and I can't really blame them.
Yeah, it's crazy that Theoman is still taking all these flags, even though, like, it seems like if you look on the map, he doesn't really have that much on the field, it seems, compared to the Germans, honestly. Well, but he still has a huge point advantage.
Bumblebee's got time.
Yeah.
Not a ton of time, but he's got some time.
Yeah, I think he needs to capture one more flag to stop it from being a -2 bleed, because he only has 6 minutes and 50 seconds left.
Well, Valdix has finally been silenced. The brave Pack 43, the hero of that road.
Yeah, I want to see the bloody kill list at the end of the match.
Yes, sir.
That's gonna be a long list. We're gonna have to check it twice to see if the Pack 43. Well, it's been naughty.
Oh,
no way, it's been
naughty.
nice.
Now we are going to see Kazakh 16-8. Good lord, guys. Oh, that's why. Because we see the infantry's taking that northern town.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a really good push here of the Kazakh PPSHs, exploiting that weakness in Bumblebee's line, but it's not going to hold because they're unsupported.
They certainly are.
Yeah.
And I don't know if the Panzers are silly enough to get close enough to get, AT grenaded.
Yeah, that is a possibility. But to be fair, I found AT grenades to be pretty lackluster.
Oh yeah, we talked about
still.
it. Just unfortunately, that throwing arm isn't much.
I know, it's a real shame because let's see if this PPSH squad can kill. Oh, it only does like a slight damage, but it does get a surrender at least because it was behind enemy lines.
Ever so technically.
Yeah, but I'd still personally like to see infantry AT grenades be 120 meters. Even though people, I mean, the Panzerfaust is 120 meters as well, maybe 100. But just some extra range on the 18 age would be nice, in my personal opinion.
That's fair. I completely agree with you.
Even though we're just seeing another AT grenade just completely annihilate a half track.
I'll be ignoring that for the moment. I'm trying desperately to see whether or not the Germans are actually going to do something like, invest any infantry in the center region.
I have a feeling that Bumblebee may still have the tanks, but he's kind of out of infantry. And he's losing tanks actually quite a bit down south.
Mm-hmm.
Panzer IV got knocked out by an Osnas, yeah. So it seems like he's kind of blown his tank lead. Yeah, I mean, Theoman, he has surprisingly a few more tanks than I expected up his sleeve. Nothing great. I mean, there's some T-34-76s and another Sherman. But, it's enough to slow down Bumblebee at least.
At least for the moment, yes.
I'd really like to see Bumblebee use the IS-2 up north and push down south of it. Just try to do something with it, because that's his real powerhouse of unit to help him win the match.
Well, 15-9, we're getting closer and closer here, and we still have things like, yes, we have the Kazakh Komoroti, but he's not really a frontline unit, and that's pretty much all the infantry. I think tries again. Theoman's got left.
Yeah. Yeah.
Couple sapper squads. He's got another Kazakh Kavalrie coming on in. I would not want to engage everything with a couple of SVTs, though. But the bleed has been slowed. The question is, can it be returned? And at long freaking last, we see a half-track dive down this road. He's going to get killed in about 2 seconds. But the theory was there. What a waste. There we go. That could have been something. He could have been a contender.
But oh no. And Theoman managed to re-secure that northern town to the T-34s coming in for fire support. And those poor Osh trooping behind enemy lines. They only have 96 SMG ammo left. Oh, they're buggered. They're absolutely buggered.
Alamo!
That's an Alamo situation for sure.
Oh, man.
But I really like how Theoman, even though he was a little bit disadvantaged in terms of units, he's still pushing. Like, he's pushing in this northern area now and trying to hit Bumblebee around the flank. And it seems like he will be able to even make some head ground up north a bit with some of these T-34s.
Interesting call there. Yeah. We are... What's the line of sight we have here? Okay, so we got some vague targets. But at the same time, the Germans are finally, at long last, extending their push to knife behind the Soviet lines. This could be the greatest cauldron battle known to mankind.
Yeah.
But he's got to pick up...
Finally.
He's got to pick up 2 points. What are you doing? Why are you going east?
Come on to south a little bit. I think he's trying to go round the forest at a right angle just in case there's like anything nasty now, like bazooka squad. So I understand how he's playing it a little bit safe.
Yeah, I suppose I can understand that too.
And then now he's going to go around. He's sending the IS-2 around one end and the Panzer III down the southern end of the forest to try to encircle it. The Panzer III is probably going to beat him in terms of speed, because the Panzer III... Actually, Panzer III... Oh shit, they're actually same speed, never mind. Off-road it. Yeah, they're both exactly the same speed, where would you look at it?
I'd like to think, just complain ever so minorly about a graphical issue in my mind. Panzerfausts travel on arc like a peon.
They do?
I was just watching one below, and it might have been the angle, but it looked like it just kind of got lofted.
Huh. Well... Yeah, I guess to be fair, when you're shooting at long range, you kind of have to aim it up a bit. Because you could shut him up to like 90 meters in real life.
Depending on the model, there's 30, 60, 90,
oh, yeah.
120, like a 150.
Oh yeah.
But 146 until the time clock runs out over here for the Germans. And these tanks are desperate, trying to get something done here. Men are about to collapse. I should say so. Man, you're 3 minutes away from death.
But he knocks out the mortar, gets a flag. Will he be able to get a few more? That is the question. I mean, the Panzer III's going to make his way down south. He's going to expose himself to that 45mm AT gun. And 45mm AT guns do like shooting Panzer III's, if I recall.
Well, loader knocked out. Don't try to engage him. Just continue to move south.
Nope, not gonna happen, buddy.
Nope.
Nope.
This is such a strange map. This is like a Jackson Pollock painting map.
This is this is what I love about SD too. We see all these outflanking maneuvers and whatnot happen all over. You know, penetrations and attacks that go through areas. You just wouldn't see it in SD44. You would just see choke point battles, but with the maps being much bigger, you see this maneuver warfare be put into play, and I love it. I absolutely love it, Khan.
You know, I wonder, I was talking earlier on about not seeing a lot of air power, and now we're just seeing a bunch of random MU-109s flying around. Was that a misplay? Did he invest too much in the air power?
Invest too much or too little?
Yes.
Too much.
I'll take either one.
How does we think... Neither side really needs to invest in air power, if neither side does anything too crazy when it comes to air power. I mean, I had like JU-87 ground attack plane. I'm guessing Bumblebee may have another, but
Oh dear God!
but,
It was 12-12 for a second. Now it's 13-11. This is one of those games that I feel like is either going to be a tap out or an actual kill, and I don't know which one it's going to be.
Yep. The Messerschmitts are getting the jump on these lags. That's pretty much going to get air superiority over towards the German side. And the float carburetor again has failed. What is a float carburetor, guys? Please let us know.
Enlighten us, foolish mortals.
Yeah. But this is nuts. Like, I mean, Bumblebee's now back down to fit. Oh god, this is really bloody tense. This could be anyone's game still.
Okay, I don't like. Okay, look at this freaking force projection over here to the western side of the Russians. Seriously?
Oh, that one flag not being because of the mortars, yeah?
No, I mean to look all the way to the west. We have the Wolframen directly north of the Wolframen in the south. Seriously? That counts?
With the half track and the Panzer Grenadier?
Go... Okay, let's try this again. Southern tip of the map. Go Wolframen, go directly north from the Wolframen.
Oh, that flag up north of the Wolframen.
Yeah, like for the longest time. That should not be a Soviet point.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Well, it's not going to be a point much longer, as Bumblebee's finally bringing up infantry. I think how the front line really works is... if it doesn't really care more about what's on your flanks, but what's, like, behind you from the spawn, if you catch my drift.
Yeah, I can kind of see
it's like pillars, in a sense, or lanes, and they care more about...
It's a competing bar graph.
Yeah, I can't explain this without like having to get like MS Paint out and doing some nonsense and that.
And that's okay, but we can definitely see how close all of this is. We have the combat officer being brought in for his ability to bring in frontline status. We have two 57mm Zis guns. And oh my gosh, the Kazakh Razvedka? I can't even think of what these guys do. This is the Scout Squad's from, yeah. Yes?
Where?
Center North yet again.
Oh, the Kazradeka, yeah, it's just like a PPS-8 Scout Squad.
Yep.
And IS-2's still alive, and he's really the one holding this entire northern flank. And that German flag that's barely under German control, right on the edge. But I think Austria will probably go down if the Kazradekas come out. But yeah, both sides are really scraping the bottom of the barrel. It's just coming to a war of attrition at this point. I mean, Bumblebee just has always Messerschmitts flying around, and it's probably not much else to buy. So just buy the planes and try to do something.
But just start strafing every position you can see. Keep some of your vehicles alive.
Yes, that's what you need to be doing with the Messerschmitts. But yeah, this is nuts. Like, Bumblebee is slowly bleeding Fieldman now. He has a lot of time to bleed him. Jesus.
I'm not even sure he can help us. Pray to Lenin or pray to he who must not be named.
Yeah. But Bumblebee's got the Panzer IVs and he's doing his push along the southern middle side, and at this point I really think that Fieldman must be completely out of tanks. He's got a T-34 recon tank being brought in now, but Bumblebee, with his tanks going through the middle here, if he manages to kill like that middle infantry squad, he's gonna get a bunch, like pretty much 3 flanks under his control, easy peasy, and that will really turn the tide in his favor.
Well, the unfortunate thing right now is that Thema just has SVT troops. It's not even like these guys can theoretically even wound the tanks.
Yeah, we are seeing a Katyusha being brought out finally from Fieldman, so this is pretty much his best anti-tank unit at this current moment to try to deal with these big bloody tanks. Yeah. Yeah, this is a weird map line. You got Panzer IV pushing forward and getting stuck behind enemy lines and then reconnecting to his own lines. And there we go, the Katyusha hitting the Boita. And...
back to another 12-12.
Yeah. Is he going to rush in and try to get the surrender?
I wouldn't. We have another P4 sliding on up there as well. Like a shark in the water. Both these guys...
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
This is just absolutely nuts.
It's absurd. The Kazakh Razvedka should not be able to capture point to Stalin, should it?
Yeah, there's boy to Stalin's behind enemy lines.
Yeah, that's the most important. Oh my god, the mortar's gonna take it out. Oh god.
The flamethrower squad being brought in now, and I think Ace would be enough to with the half-track support to kill.
Yeah, so the PPS
I'm gonna unload. No, you just rushes for the flag.
It's 14-10.
Jesus
and now
Christ.
we have partisans behind enemy lines here. Oh, 15-9! Oh no!
Oh look, he's gonna cap all his middle flags in just a short moment. Once he unloads like his flamethrower troops and kills the Kavalrie SVT. Oh yeah, there we go, 17-7.
And just like that, the front line just gets completely reversed.
Yeah, the middle was just completely open. And I literally think at this point, Theo Man cannot buy anything. He's probably completely out of every single unit.
Was that another Katyusha on the field?
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, and yeah, Bumblebee just captures the entire middle of the map in a very short period of time.
The mortars are desperately trying to get off one last barrage, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think they come under fire, literally, any second here. Yeah, we have Osnas Snapiri on the front lines, and they're engaging a anti-tank gun that was less than 60 meters away. I'm pretty sure that's not skill anymore.
That's not gonna.
Oh my god.
Yeah. You got an Su-76 being brought in. He's definitely gonna be used as a tank destroyer at this point. It's everything now.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
a weird pain train.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're looking for the Katyushas. Little Katya is running away, but I don't know that little Katya is going to make this particular journey back to Mother Russia.
No. And right, it knocks out the Katyushas. That's pretty much the biggest threat he has to worry about.
It's a -3 right now. There is nothing contributing to the northern front. We just have a handful of units in the south.
Yep, I do like his pocket up north of the Russian infantry holding that flag.
That was the biggest letdown ever.
Oh yeah, it's a good time. Good time rocket planes. Really quite underwhelming. And also completely missing. There's the supply trucks.
Yep. And you're talking about those the 11 guys huddled on that hill as the blue slowly creeps in around them.
That's some real last stand stuff, right? Yeah. They're not gonna have a good time. Completely surrounded. But they're still holding on to the flag. You know, they're better red than dead.
Well, down south we have this Opel Blitz that has absolutely nothing in it. It's been captured by the Soviets. It's being used as a stalking horse.
Yep.
Oh my god. And now we see... Okay, the thing I kind of like... they've scaled up the point bleed at the end of the game, haven't they?
Maybe. I think it's just... I think, like, we barely see, like, a free tick point bleed. And I think that's probably how it would be for most part. But, yeah, it has a pretty heavy point bleed, as we can see. But honestly, he does pretty much have the majority of the map under his control.
Pretty much has the majority? Dude, he's got over 75%. He's got over 80%. He's got almost over 90% here.
Yeah. If this was like... Yeah, if that was like SD44.
Yep, there's a surrender. Yeah. Oh my god.
Damn.
Oh, I'm not sure how to call that total defeat. That was just, like, barely a victory.
That was clutch as hell. Absolutely clutch for Bumblebee. Congratulations, yeah.
That was a hell of a fight.
Yeah, and Theo Man was so close to taking victory. Like 55 seconds or something left. He just needed to hold, but that's the thing of Cossacks. They have a really hard time into the late game. They just don't have the card availability compared to anything else. And kill rise, yeah, I mean Bumblebee got a lot of kills towards the end as he pretty much killed every single Russian unit.
Boy to Stalin has over a dozen kills.
Jeez.
Fassbender, oh my god, look at the P4 Fassbender.
Whoa, buddy, that's a lot of Cossacks you killed.
The Verframen, amazing Valdix, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 kills by himself.
And 4 from the goddamn tanks.
Yeah.
The Pak 43 knocked out. Yeah. Damn. And the Pak 40. Yeah, some real big, heavy hitters there from the Germans. I'm looking from the Russian side.
They have some smaller guys, you know.
Yeah, the Shermans are all doing pretty well, like on average. Like, they're knocking out like one Sherman, one Sherman killed a Stuka, killed a T-34, Panzer IV, and then a Ju-87. So German
Okay.
best anti-air.
Well, we do have another one down there too. We have a Ziskan named Pavlov. Well, he rang in the bell for 5 vehicles for himself, so a ground ace right there.
Yeah,
But absolutely amazing game.
that was probably one of the best matches we've casted so far on ST2. That was nuts. I was not expecting, really expecting Bumblebee to come back from that. He seemed completely buggered until he just somehow pulled a Hail Mary.
But good lord. So guys, you know what? Those are the reasons. That's why we cast these games at this point. Wow.
Really good match.
Ugh. But alright, if you want to come back for some more, I think we're posting up again on Thursday, isn't it, right?
Yeah, Thursday or Friday, one or the other.
Thursday or Friday. So come back later on this week, guys, for hopefully another fantastic game. But for right now, I'm Con Ulrich.
I'm Rangru, take it easy.